Excuse me, sir. How did you make it past security? What the heck is a Jeep doing in my backyard? The old four-wheel drive ferry must have come and dropped it off for me. What's up, guys? Today, we're gonna try and bring this thing back to life. This was sitting in a tree line for 11 years. I think the sticker says 2013, but I couldn't pass it up. It was on Facebook Marketplace for $200, 200 or 300. Well, it was on Facebook Marketplace for like 500 or 800, but then I asked if they'd take, I got it down, and it ended up being something that I just couldn't refuse. It's a 88 or 91, I think it's an 88 Jeep Cherokee Laredo. It's got that 4-liter 6-cylinder that everyone loves. These things are great rigs to be cheap and just toy around with and good to go. And it's a North Carolina car, so probably not that rusty underneath. Maybe. Well, let's walk around real quick. So that's it. Our little Cherokee that could. Oh, that makes a good noise. Family of mice or two were living in here. Got our never ever start and a wire to try and make it run. Yeah, I mean, I don't know what else to say. No carburetor. Yeah, that's definitely an engine. It did have flat tires, so I grabbed these off Facebook Marketplace too for $70, $80 for the whole set of 4. I think they're 31s. Yeah, 31 by 10.5. A little bit of crusty on the seam, and a bit of crusty right here. That paint's flaking off, but we can maybe do something about that. It's about what you'd think you get for $200. Now inside, as you can see, is just garbage. The guy used it as a storage unit and then parked it. Oh, there's a fan. I wonder if that's our fan. Probably should check that out. I don't know what that is. Oh God, the smell. It's like a musty underwear dipped in dog's breath. Oh, and the heat. Oh. We just had a big storm, so it's wet and it's hot. Now does this one open? Yeah, there we go. Wood, a baseball bat, more wood, more smell. Ducat, that's garbage. Oh, credit card. Oh God, that smell is unbearable. Roof is a roof. Looks like you got teddy bear. Oh, I can give that to Maddie. She'll like that teddy bear. Last registered 2013. So this car has been sitting for over a decade. This looks too packed up for me to even attempt to open it. And this side over here too. We got a tackle box and a DVD player, so I mean, that's cool, I guess. Got an Allen key. Oh, dude, I think that's to my, yeah, that's to my Badland jack when I lifted it to put the tires on. Dang. That thing is in rough shape now. Underneath is, yeah, I mean, not bad. I've seen worse, that's for sure. I'm not going all the way down there, because it's wet. I don't feel like going down there right now. Overall, a pretty sweet little rig. Oh, let's see how many miles there are. Oh, God. Ugh. 171,933. Oh, God, it stinks. Not to mention all the spider webs we have. Holy cow. This whole... everything is just going to get ripped out of here. That's just... it's a little rough. Yeah. So I think first order of business, before we get too carried away cleaning, making it really nice, is let's see if this thing runs. If it don't run, then it's not really worth cleaning, is it? I didn't show it, but I replaced the starter on it. And I took a wire, brought it up here in case the key doesn't work. Got our never start battery going. So that's working. Put this in. It's in park. I don't know if I have to press the brake. Nothing. All right. So let's give this a try. Oh, yeah, that's what I'm talking about. So now we'll take our aerosol gas and I'm gonna spray it in. Maddie is going to touch the wire to the battery and we'll see if it can start. I mean, it's not guaranteed it'll start on this, but I don't have a spark checker, so we're gonna do this.
I take this thing to that?
Yeah, and you're not gonna get shocked at all. No chance.
I saw you
You're just
do
gonna
it.
grab that and touch it.
Tell me when.
All right. Keep going. We're gonna have a running Cherokee.
Don't jinx it. Don't jinx it. Let's hope.
All right, that's it. Now we know we can work on this.
And clean it out.
Clean it out. I've got spark plugs, fuel tank, fuel pump.
Frito, it's okay.
This is good.
Daddy's happy.
All right.
Yep.
Let's get to work. Okay, so I guess we're going to go ahead and start cleaning this rig out. I mean, God, this is disgusting. Oh. And who knows what I'm going to find in here. Little puppy. Oh, it's a Webkins. Haven't seen one of those in a while. I really would like for the least amount of stuff to touch me as possible. Oh my God. I think you guys know what this is. Homemade. I'm gonna probably blur that out, but it was used for, it's a homemade device for burning herbs. Oh my God. Another herb burning device. Oh, a North Carolina flag that's been defaced. Well, I guess we're gonna have to take care of that properly. Oh, a wallet with no money. Well, I already have a wallet with no money. Check that out. Yeah. Interesting. Trash. Oh, there's a whole bag of these things. Oh! It's covered in ants. That's one 55-gallon trash bag down. He got a picture of me in the morning when I wake up. Speakers, USB cords, 1,000 different hats. Jags hat. I guarantee you there ain't nothing from Jags on this thing. So as you can see, I have my my little prop to give me the illusion of being safe. So when this buckles or slips off the carpet, it just decapitates me, and then I don't have to deal with this anymore. Oh, a 91-piece incense set. I wonder why they would need that. Oh, hey, a little mini scale. I wonder what they needed that for. Maybe we'll come through with the vacuum, make sure we get all the BBs, but I think we're gonna have to rip out all this carpet. I mean, you guys can't see it right now. I'll bring you out here to see it, but there's a big hole right here. I think water's getting in and it's soaked the headliner, which really isn't there. It's soaked the carpet. All right, guys, sorry. I didn't film everything. Old gas tank. New shiny gas tank. Where are they? New hoses for the filler neck. New fuel filter. Ow, hit my head on that thing. And new injectors. So I did turn the key. The fuel pump does prime. So we are a 5-gallon can of gas away from seeing if this thing will stay running. All right, so.
All right, so.
Got 5 gallons of high test 87 octane straight from the Mayway. And turn the key to ignition. Got our helper juice if we need it. Battery on. Oh God. I heard the fuel pump prime just now. I heard it get up in the rails, so yeah. Help it out a little bit. So close.
It's wanting to.
Come on, man. talking about.
Now you just have to get it out.
Oh my God.
Is that just exhaust down there?
Oh yeah. Let's see if it goes in gear.
Vasily, is that too? Is that normal, the smoke a little bit?
Yeah, I mean, this oil has been, there's
So
oil,
it's just burning stuff
yeah,
off.
oil, rat poop, leaves, there's stuff been on it for years.
You can smell it all.
It goes in gear. But I have the e-brake stuff. And here's it's on.
You want me to turn it off?
Let me see if I can get the e-brake stuff.
Do you want me to turn this off or no?
No. Here we go.
Go ahead, sit down.
If I had a milk crate, it'd be good to go.
There's one over there. Oh no, that's plastic.
All milk crates are plastic.
Well, I mean, sorry, one that it's wood.
Huh?
I have a wood one, maybe.
I have the throttle hooked up.
That's the throttle stuff.
Yeah. So this.
Wow, we're talking about this run.
10 years, I think.
10 years?
Yeah. If
gonna
I'm
be your-
correct, it was a space. It was like someone's storage.
This is gonna be your beach vehicle?
Yeah.
Thank you. The gears were working.
Nice work, buddy. Beautiful.
Oh, I'm excited. Now that we've got the Jeep running, we gotta get it driving. So this brake is locked. And I'm guessing, since it's a drum, it's probably the wheel cylinder is stuck. Knock it off. Loosen whatever we can. Almost. There we go. Yeah, the shoes weren't rusted to the drum at all, so. Oh, we've got a cracked shoe right there. Let me show you what we got. So here's our brake drum, or yeah, you know, our drum brake. Got all the springs and everything. Self-adjusters there, not broken. There's our culprit, more than likely. These shoes are cracked, probably from me whacking the drum with a hammer, but we're gonna pretend that we didn't see that. And let's try and get this brake line off. I've been soaking this thing in PB Blaster these last couple days, so hopefully this brake line comes off pretty easy. Oh, yep, I think we're good. Now I'm gonna take the springs off and see if I can't get this wheel cylinder out. Let's see if I can hold this in between my legs while I open. Oh yeah, that is froze up in there. This thing was definitely stuck. Oh, good thing we're replacing it. I bought the wrong wheel cylinder, but that's okay. I got the right one, and I broke this self-adjuster cable, but that's okay. I bought a new one. Then our brake shoe kind of, I'll show you, kind of disintegrated. So looks like I'm doing a whole brake thing over here, which I didn't want to do, but I'm going to. So there's that. And I was like, well, since I'm stalled, let's put a belt on this thing. I put the belt on. I'm like, you know, for some reason, there's an adjusting bolt down there, and it was frozen. And of course, I didn't have it filming, but I took PB Blaster and fire and impact on off to get it loose. I was like, I wonder what else is frozen. So, spinning these pulleys. This one's free. This one's free. Free. AC's free. Fan pulley's free. Crank obviously is free because we got to run. Can't get to the alternator to check it, so come under here. You can't see it because it's right there, but now I can't turn this alternator. That thing is frozen stuck. My predicament is, what do I do about the, oh, hey, Frito. Down. My predicament is, what do I do about the alternator? Yeah, it's only $80 for an alternator, but when the car costs $200-300, who cares? Like, just sucks. So I think I'm gonna see if I can break it loose, and then we'll find out if it works. So yeah, we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna just soak it in PB Blaster and see how she goes. There you go. So over here. We'll let that work in and see if we can get a brake loose. So it's your regularly scheduled 11 p.m. content, and finally got this brake done after waiting for parts, getting wrong parts, and everything else. So I wouldn't say, you know, done is generous, but I've replaced the shoes, the wheel cylinder, and I think all of the self-adjuster is new. So it should work good enough. So I got the alternator off. There's a bracket on the back and a bracket on the front. I ended up having to take both brackets off to get this thing out because the alternator, you know, it just didn't want to be free from its home. Yeah, hitting the fan, hitting these lines, whatever. So took all the brackets off, and this thing is frozen. I mean, I don't know if you can see that. Well, of course you can. It's just my hand trying to turn it. That is not moving. See, in there, it's all rusty, locked up garbage. So this, oh, that'll be good for metal recycling. Might pay for the gas that it takes to get there. Probably not. Here is our new sweetness. Looks a little bit better, huh? Got the alternator on. I don't know if you can't see it, but it's down there. Got the belt back on, got it tightened. So let's see if it goes. All right, it turns. That's a good sign. Turn the key on. Check that out. Everything's turning freely. Let's go get some water. Sounds good. Woo. Throwing rocks at me. Well, I'll save you guys watching me fill up the radiator. All right, I want you guys to check this out. Look. Right there under the thermostat, I'm gonna put this hose right in the cap and let it go. And it is spewing. Looks like, I can't even tell where it looks like it's coming from. Maybe behind the water pump? Oh, that'd be my luck. While we're here, we're just gonna go ahead and see if she'll move. I got that brake free, so should be in business. Oh, nice! Nice! So I don't know if you can hear that. You can definitely see it. Looks like we're weeping right out the bottom of the water pump, so that's that weep hole, which means water pump's bad. Should I go ahead and replace thermostat housing? I don't know. How about we just replace the water pump and see where we go? While we're out getting a water pump and thermostat, came by the metal supply place. We need some 20 gauge black metal for floors so we can not fall through when we go in there. This place is great. I love coming here. So far, I've only been able to find 16 gauge as the thinnest metal. I really would like 20 gauge, because that will be easy to bend. This stuff, this looks thick. So 20 gauge is like, 30 something thousandths. This is probably 16 or 14. $10 gauge. So I got some 18 gauge. I couldn't find a drop, so I had to pay for it. They cut it off of a 4x8 sheet, and that's a decent price. $60 for a full 4x8 or $2.10 per square foot. So I ended up paying $34 for this sheet. I got 4x3. I should have gotten the full sheet, but I just don't have the place to store it. So we're good with this. I would have shown you guys how they cut it and everything. They were able to just use a shear for 18 gauge, but I didn't feel like invading all their privacy. I didn't ask about filming and anything. So let's get back to the Jeep. All right, so I've got the fan and water pump pulley off, got the belt off. So I'm looking to see the best way to attack this. This heater pipe hose fitting down there, which I'm sure I'm gonna have to heat up and do something crazy with it. So I think we're gonna take off our thermostat housing first. It looks like we're gonna have to take off the power steering pump bracket, which that's gonna suck. That sounds like a lot of work, but oh well. Let's see what we can do. Oh, so there's no thermostat in here. Nothing here, nothing there. Maybe we just won't put one back in? I don't know. Let's consult the Googles and see. This is pretty grody. Well, I wasn't recording, but see this bolt? Yeah, I broke that off. So it's one less we have to worry about. I think this one down here might be holding it on, so we're gonna try and get that. We got the water pump out. I don't know if you can tell, but that's not supposed to look like that. It's supposed to be a little bit more bladey. And you can see it's been coming out the weep hole, which means it indeed is where our leak was coming from. So yeah, we'll replace it with our new shiny one and should be good to go. So we got that old fitting out of the water pump, just took some heat and we were good to go. So now, put this gasket on and install our new water pump. So I'm just gonna make sure I see where everything's at. Water goes right here. And then all around here. So that's where I'm gonna put, so water goes everywhere that this gasket is. Who would have thought? Spread it around. A nice, thin, even coat. And then I'm gonna do the same on the actual water pump surface on the block. I go ahead and get one of these water pump bolts ready. Put some thread sealant. I don't know if they go into a water jacket, but I'm just doing it to be safe. And go ahead and put it on all of them. Get this water pump down there. That's pretty good. Cleaned up the thermostat housing a little bit. I am going to leave out the thermostat because it wasn't in there before. So seems that it, well, I was gonna say seemed that it worked fine, but this thing's been sitting for 13 years. I don't think these go, I I don't think these would leak water, but like I said before, I'm just gonna do it anyway. I'm very wishy-washy about my go ahead and do it just in case, and it's okay, it doesn't need it. Power steering pump bracket back on. I won't film that because, you know, it is what it is. You saw me take it off, I think. Maybe not. But it was a pain in the butt, so. See you guys when I have it all together. So, everything's hooked back up. So let's try and fire this thing up and run some water through it. We've got a nozzle on the hose this time. Get our starter. Something sounds like it's not tight. We'll be right back with your regularly scheduled programming. Let's try that again. There we go. Much better. This thing's running great. Quiet. God, I'm just gonna disconnect that door buzzer. 40 pounds of oil pressure, 172,000 miles. Looking good. Runs good. What do we have to do next? We'll try and drive this thing around. Gotta patch these up a little bit, which we have that metal. Gotta put the seats back in. So I need to get some hardware. I drilled out all these studs. Cut them out from the bottom. Need to get those to hold the seats in, both sides. Put the rear seat in. And I think that's it. I don't really think I'm gonna go crazy painting the inside because it's cheap. If anything, I'll do that later. I'll wrap the seats and, you know what we have to do? We have to try and clean these door panels and clean the seats, try and get the mildew off of them. That's that. Another thing we have to do is wire our starter, and this was home to an electric auxiliary fan, either when the AC was on or if the temp gets too hot. I accidentally threw that away. That was sitting in the Jeep. I don't know if you guys remember seeing that. I didn't know what it was at the time. What we have to remedy that is this little Chinesium fan. That'll fit right there pretty good. And we should be good to go. This looks like, this is the plug for the auxiliary fan. It looks like they kind of hot wired the deal, which is fine. We can try it out, put it on those terminals and see if we got anything. Put our green on the blue, our black on the black. Let's turn the key and see if that gives us anything. There we go. Hey. And it was spinning the right way. So rather than wire up the fan and ignition right now, I have to be strategic. So I'm gonna do the noisy stuff during the day. It's not nighttime. So we're gonna cut out some floors, and we just grabbed that sheet of metal. It should be, I won't say easy, but it should be fairly simple. We're just doing the driver's side, so nothing too crazy. let's go ahead and get going. So I kind of got ahead of myself and got in a groove and made the floor without filming anything. But this is my cardboard template. I just mucked it up, put a hole where the stud is for the seat, and taped it all together and cut it out of the sheet of metal that we got. So I'll show you how it fits right now and put it in. All right, so here's where we're at. Sits nice in here. I'm gonna drill some holes probably down this side and through here, and I'm gonna rivet it to the floor, maybe up here too. There might be some solid metal. Then we go underneath, mark the holes for the rest of the seat holes and drill them out. I forgot the seats still have all the bolts stuck in it, so we're gonna cut them out. There we go. Just in time too. Now, you don't need to see me do the rest of them, so we'll skip over that. There we go. There's our floor and seats. I need to do something about this area so you know that drive shaft doesn't hit me. Well, that's okay for now. Doesn't look half bad. Gotta put the console back together, but I'll do that after I wire the switch panel up. The last thing we have to do is put this panel in and wire up our starter to work off this push button. Because, you know, we can't keep tapping the wire on the positive terminal of the battery. I mean, we can, but we won't. Originally, I was going to put the electric fan on one of these switches, but we have all the wiring under the hood for the fan, so that's all right. Originally, I was maybe going to put it up here, but I don't want to drill into the dash if I don't have to. Looks kind of dumb. So I might just end up zip tying it in place right there. Should be fine. So let's go over the way I wired this panel. This is going to be the main power, and once this is flipped on, it's going to send power to all these. So power's going to come in on this bottom. You flip the switch, it's going to come out on the top. It's going to send power to this normally open push button switch, and we're just kind of daisy chaining power to all these switches, because anything you're going to run off these switches is really going to go to a relay, like a fan if I was going to put it on here. So power will go out on all of these terminals, and power will go out to the starter from this terminal. So let's go wire it up. All right, let's see what we got. Flip our switch on. There we go. Well, none of the windows work. probably a bad switch panel. Let's see if we can't move this thing around. We're gonna need to go into four-wheel drive. We're stuck in some mud. Runs really good.
Sounds good.
Yeah.
Let me see what the...
Well, Maddie, the Jeep was over there, and now it's over here. What do you think about that?
I'm proud of you. I think I had faith in you, maybe. But it's awesome that it moved and it runs.
Nice
And-
cherry inside, right?
Hey, don't lie. You thought it would never move. I mean, come on.
He's your son. Don't you have faith in him?
You thought it would never move, that it was there forever.
No, it's Coyote's car.
It was yard ornament.
We got so many haters over here. It does.
It
It
has
looks
its
better
charm.
with seats in it and not a bunch of stuff in it.
Oh yeah. Just needs a nice good clean.
And Maddie already saw my custom floorboards too. So,
You can put your feet down without holes.
yep, that's all that matters.
Sophia, you like your car or is it Coyote's car?
Hopefully we don't have this by the time they have to drive, but I have a feeling we might be stuck with it. All right, so let's get this thing actually ready, button it up, so the next time you see it, we'll be taking it for a test drive. The last stuff we have to do is bleed the brakes and put that electric fan in. It shouldn't be hard, but you know, it might be. I did already try to bleed the brakes before. I couldn't get any fluid to that back passenger rear brake that we replaced the wheel cylinder on. So what I did was I took the cap off the brake fluid reservoir and I loosened the bleeder screw and just let it gravity bleed over a day or two. And now I'm getting fluid out there, so I'll show you the setup we have to bleed. We're gonna do the one-man bleeder special. I've got a hose going from there to a bottle of yellow Gatorade, brake fluid. And I have the bleeder cracked and I'm just gonna pump it probably about halfway each time, and that should be able to get all the bubbles out. So I'm gonna leave the camera here. You might be able to see the yellow Gatorade going in. I think I need to get some more brake fluid in the master cylinder. Actually, I looked back at the video and it looks like all the air bubbles are already coming out of it. I guess gravity bleeding took care of most of it. So we're gonna tighten this back up. Now we're good to go. Here's one thing I didn't think about when I moved the Jeep over here. Yeah. How's that gonna work, guy? A big fella like me is not going to be working right here. But I'm sure gonna try, because I don't feel like trying to move this thing. I've got the master cylinder filled up. I think that's good. Let's call it good at least. So this Gatorade's got plenty of life left in it, allegedly. It did come out dirty, but yeah, it's perfect to use on some of our hoopties. So I think we're just gonna pour it back in. Oh yeah, nice. That brown tint is what you want And you won't pour trash back in it too. We're gonna throw this back on the shelf and forget that it's used and dirty and end up putting it in a nice car later down the road. Well, who am I kidding? I'll never own anything nice enough to worry about it. So the last thing we have to work on is our accessory cooling fan. I think I'm just gonna zip tie. Oh, this is gonna be so janky. It's probably not even gonna do anything the way I'm gonna have it set up, but oh well. I'm gonna zip tie this to that hole, and maybe this one up here. And then you see those two clips down there? Right. Well, you can't. Right there. And over here somewhere. Well, this one's broken. So we're just gonna zip tie it and act like it's doing something, because surely it's not actually going to be pulling air. There aren't a lot of things that I feel particularly hacky about. What I'm doing right now is one of those things that I will feel like a hack about. If you can, you really want the fan sitting right on the radiator, but I can't get to the front to push the little push pins through. We're just gonna do it this way, and if it works, it works. If it doesn't, well, we'll know. You guys don't wait for me. Just go ahead and eat your dinner, grab a snack, drink your cup of coffee, whatever you're doing right now. I'm gonna be here a little bit. So there are 4 points of contact, right? But, you know, as an engineer, I know there's always a safety factor built into these things. So instead of 4, we're gonna just go ahead and do 3. And we'll be fine, because safety's, you know. Surely a Jeep engineer knew what he was doing. Call me crazy. I'm sure a lot of you are right now, but I don't think that's going anywhere. So now all we have to do is wire it to these. Don't have any bullet connectors. Am I really about to do this? Please don't tell your grandma what I'm about to do. If you have young kids at home, you might want to recommend getting them out the room. So I'm just going to take this black wire. I'm going to put it through this little bullet connector, wrap it around. Then I'm going to get some nuclear grade electrical tape. And probably the most professional thing that I've done on this whole ordeal is cut the electrical tape with scissors rather than trying to just tear it. So I do want to kind of test the brakes and stuff out on this thing just to make sure all our work wasn't for nothing. Oh, maybe we can check the fan too. Probably can't hear it over the buzzer. Well, that's not what the sound a buzzer makes, but this is blowing. Let's go ahead. Oh, shoot. That's a damn wasp. Do you see him? I don't know where he went, but that was awful. Yeah, that probably doesn't help the wasp situation. Well, brake pedal goes right to the floor. Oh, I'm dumb. I never put that tire on. As I was trying to figure out why the brakes are going to the floor, I think something new has popped up. Look at this, all this brake spray. And I'll come over here, and that line is wet and rusty. I think we have a crack in this line, pinhole or something. So I'm gonna let you guys watch and you tell me. All right, remember, you look at that line and tell me what's happening. Did you guys get it? I think you did. So let's see. Let's review the footage. All right, I don't trust you guys, so Maddie's gonna press it, and we're gonna see where it's coming from.
You have trust in your people?
All right, let's see. Just push it. Okay. Jesus. that brake line down there. You see where it's all wet? That's our leak. And that is going to be awful to replace. Well, guys, I think that's where our Jeep adventure ends for right now. I don't feel like dealing with the brake line right now. I've got other junk to work on. I don't know if you could tell, but this video took a long time to shoot. Just between having time, between taking care of kids and job and house stuff. You know how it goes. I don't have to tell you that. And then money to buy stuff for it. But we can hold our heads high. I'm proud of us that we got this thing running, and we drove like 15 feet. That's not bad. And the brake pedal felt good until that line busted. I don't know if that's for the front brakes or the rear brakes. I'm assuming the front brakes, but I'm willing to call this thing revived. It runs really well. Next video, we'll go and drive it somewhere. Maybe we'll take it on the beach. Wow, that line really aged like milk in the car on a summer day for a month. Well, the Cherokee is gone. I just have too much other stuff going on. It turned out I really wasn't going to use it. I have a little Suzuki Jimny now that is really fun off-roader. I've got my truck. There's no need for me to have the Cherokee, which I know there's not a need for me to have 3 Fox bodies either, but the Cherokee was in the backyard. I was tired of it being there, and it broke me. I was done with it. Sold it for $500 on Facebook Marketplace. Guys came, took it away, and it's gone. It's someone else's problem now. Which is funny because as soon as I pulled it out of the backyard, power steering fluid started spewing out. Then he let it run for a while, drove it around the block, pulled it up onto the trailer, started pouring coolant out of the radiator. And they still took it, so all good. I'm good not having that car. It gives me time to work on some other stuff. Spoiler alert, there will be another off-roading project here soon. It's a little unconventional. I don't know what the next video is going to be. Maddie has an excursion now, so I'll be building a roof rack for it. I've got a cool light bar for the front of it. Randy Ellis Designs. He makes cool stuff. Appaloosa needs some attention. And then, this rig, who knows when we're going to be working on this. And I've got another Fox body that we're going to work on. So, guys, thanks for watching. Thanks for subscribing. Stay tuned for all the other projects we have going on. And remember, go get them revs.